Life would be so easy if I just bloody assimilated. Freaking John Howard and Pauline Hanson would be so proud of me. I'd have their photos on my wall and kiss them every night. But I can't just play within those rules that Australia has written for me, of what it means to be an Indian Australian. Just sit down, just shut up, and just don't fuck with the system. I think my duty is to, be smart, to be compassionate, to be loving, but also to, maybe just a bit of shit stirring. My name is Sukhjit Kaur Khalsa. I'm 23 years old and I'm a spoken word artist.
If you're not in Australia, where the bloody hell are ya? Remember the bingle jingle, inviting the world to mix and mingle, where a fair go was your welcome mat? Unless you're of caramel descent, then ain't nobody got time for that.
I think Australia's Got Talent was interesting. I think I was scared of my safety. Am I instigating something that I shouldn't be instigating? Like, is there fear of questioning this? My parents left India to find a better education for their children. My family and my people, the Sikh people, come from a very strong culture of human rights, fighting for freedom and fighting for the identity, fighting for the turban, the beard, the long hair, the hairy legs, even the hairy legs.
Culture was very conservative, you can say. We were taught we never questioned our parents. We did whatever they told us. My parents and my in-laws, they arranged my marriage and I never questioned. But this new generation, you tell them to do something, they always have question. If it doesn't suit them, they won't do it.
I guess the inner conflict of being like a first-gen Australian Sikh is that, you're neither here nor there, like your butt's kind of sitting on the fence. You're not knowing where you belong in Australia. Do you belong in India? No, you don't, because you're too dark or you're too hairy or you're not, marriage quality. But in Australia, you're not blonde, you're not wearing your Lara Bingle bikini and walking across the beach. It's all those little experiences of Australia Day racism, or people screaming at your temple on a Sunday morning, or people chucking stuff at you post 9/11. That was like all stuff that as a kid you don't know why it's happening. You just know the feeling, and the feeling is fear. And the feeling is, I don't want to hang out with people with turbans and beards because that means I'm going to be associated with something. If there was a birthday party, I would not want my dad there. And that's a really disgusting thing to feel, to not even be able to show your love for your family because of the hate that you're receiving from the outside world.
Sikhs in turbans came here in 1860 with camels and carts and courageous hearts, and look at the maxi taxi. We're still driving and steering this country in offices, in hospitals, and even on stage to advance Australia fair, page by page.
Spoken word is definitely a space for those who feel voiceless. If I didn't have spoken word, if I didn't have the stage to communicate, I would be pretty crazy. I'm pretty crazy anyway, but I'd be worse.
What makes you Australian? Is it a Southern Cross tattoo or wombat stew crumbled with a Dunkaroo?
Seriously, the only thing I can think of when I think of being an Australian is my humour. I think Sikhs are really lucky now because the beards are in fashion, and being a hipster, being hairy, especially in Melbourne, it's so cool, you're so vegetarian, that's, and having curry is normal. My God, everyone thought I had rat poo in my lunchbox, and now it's cool. I feel like all that happened as a kid when it came to confronting my bullies, and they all kind of led up to that moment for Australia's Got Talent, and it was kind of like, okay, now I'm ready.
I'm confused as to why, on Australia Day, when the night sky spews bigot bile, I'm left traumatised. When a teen rips off my uncle's turban, I'm an enraged flame of pain and shame and sorrow for tomorrow when a hooning ute throws a rotten peach at my dad and screams, "Go home, you bloody terrorist."
She wanted to show the world that we are different, but we are one. We can do, we can be together.
Yeah, I've got an advantage with the accent, with the look, with the humour, with the crudeness, with the bluntness. It's like I get to be, as a spoken word artist, a translator between my community and then the general public of Australia.
So when people tell me and my family to go home to where we came from, I reply with a smile, tongue-in-cheek, "Mate, we've been right at home for the past 150 years. I'm not the one that's a freak. I'm fully Sikh."
I'm just bored with the stereotypes. I'm just bored with like the surface level. I think we need to get a bit deeper, Australia.